Welcome back, my name is Benji, and today I was welcoming you to Pro Cycling Manager 2021 once again for our 29th pod of our career mode with Eolo-Kometa. I've got some great news for you. We're gonna dive right into the Giro today because I felt like skipping the Tour de Romandie, but that does make it that we have to do transfer dossiers, which I find great because I love that part of the season. Turns out we have a great situation when it comes to renewals. Only a single rider. Obviously, after our previous scandal with Ropero, we have to re-sign him, so he is certainly going to be added to the shortlist to sign the second that the transfer season starts. With a single rider on our shortlist, we can dive into the transfers themselves, as in looking for riders that could join our team for 2024. We gotta keep in mind, we currently have 24 riders if we include Ropero, so we can sign about 6-7 riders perhaps for 2024. But the question is, what riders do we need? And that's where we need to take a look at our team, who actually grew again, because Magnus Sheffield has become an 81 cobble god as a 21-year-old. That is insane. Let's take a look at the mountain stats. We've got good climbers. Yes, we've got also Cataneo who can climb and is also a T-tier, but I feel like we're missing at least one GC rider who is better than Cataneo in climbing and can also do the time trial aspect, because right now we've kind of got the extremes of both. A very good time trialist with average climbing, and we've got a very good climber without a single essence of talent when it comes to time trialing. Next to that, I think we need to expand the depth of our cobble team. We only have like 4 riders above 70 cobble: Oldani, Aramburu, Kovia, and Sheffield. Another place we need to improve is the cobbles, because we have a leader, yes, Magnus Sheffield, a Roubaix candidate. We've got Kovia as a RVV candidate, although his cobble is not high enough yet to try and win that, I think. But under that, the depth isn't really there. We've got like 2 riders above 70 next to our leaders, and that's not good enough. So if we could pick up a few riders that are between like 75, 74 cobble, something like that, that would be ideal. Honestly, those two were the focus of mine, but if we could pick up another sprinter so we can actually have like a sprinter for each Grand Tour, that would be even more perfect. Outside of that, I'd love to add some more young talent to the team because, well, we can never have enough of that. Fortunately, we've got a lot of choice on the transfer market, and I've decided to take screenshots of this and put it on Twitter a few days ago so you can have your input as well on the transfers that we do for our 2024 season. Lots of reactions, and I'll try and select the ones with, well, the names that were mentioned the most. Our first proper transfer for 2024 is a rider that actually supports a series, which is really enjoyable to hear about. And he's also very decent in the department that I do want to expand in, which is the cobble area. Pascal Einkorn is the rider I'm talking about. We've got 74 hills on the man, 73 cobble, 73 sprint, and 74 acceleration. This means that he can not only support in the cobble area, but is also a potential lead out and can be useful in the hill classics. So, bit of an all-rounder in that aspect, and I do adore that quality because that will add a lot to the team. Anyway, we've got very high interest from him, so let's open it up and let's add him to the list. Our next rider is one of the, if not the most requested rider in my comment sections to sign for this team, which is Juan Ayuso. And he's got 77 average at the age of 20 already. And looking at the stats individually, 78 mountains, 74 hills, 69 time trials, 72 prologue. So he does fit in the category of a climber that will likely go above 80 in mountain stat and still is rising in time trial as well. So he's what we're looking for as a leader, and he might become one of the best riders in this game. So I want him, I need him, and I will have him. Another one of the highly requested riders is Stefan Bissiger, but in all honesty, 22 points for Bissiger, it's kind of not worth it. 78 flat, yes, that's great. 83 time trial, amazing. But outside of that, it's not like we are going to hunt for the best time trialist in the world. That's not our goal here. I don't really have a goal in that aspect. I want to win the Giro. So I don't know what he can do to bring us to that goal unless there's like a team time trial. But if there's a team time trial, we might as well just give up because then we're fucked. Anyway, just wanted to make that clear that I don't find him worth it. He was named quite a few times on Twitter as a rider you desired me to sign, but honestly, I just don't see it. Honestly, that's it for now. We've got some dossier points left, but I'll keep them for now. Mainly because I'm expecting Ayuso to grow when it comes to points. But next to that, I need more points because you'll want me to sign some really decent riders and I need more transfer points for that. Before we dive into the Giro, I've actually noticed that next to Sheffield, we've got Ladis Boven growing like mad as well. 78 Hill, the age of 21. I've got the feeling that the growth in this game is just a tad bit too extreme in my eyes. On to what we came for then. The Giro d'Italia. I've been looking forward to it for quite a while in this season, and it is finally here. We've already went through the parkour ones before, but I'll try and take a look and highlight the most important stages. Firstly, we'll be starting off with a 19-kilometer team time trial, at least simulating it, because there's no bloody way that I will be riding a team time trial on this game, knowing how bugged it was at release, and probably still is. The first proper mountain stage is for day 7. We start in Maddaloni, but finish off with the Montevergine di Mercogliano, and that is a climb of the following stature: 17k with 5.3 average and 9.3 max. So pretty steady climb, very long one. That's how I like them. Oh god, that's gonna be pulled out of context. The next mountain stage is not too far later on day 9 with 2 times the Etna. We start off with the Citelli side, and then we do the Sapienza, yes, side as well. 24k at 6% is the last one, 10% max. Once again, long and steady wins the race. Day 13 is the next mountain stage then. A single mountain. We've got the Groschglockner at the finish line, divided in 2 parts apparently. We've got 9.7k at 8.3 with a 14% section, and then we've got a rather steep section again, 3.5 at 7.5% at the end. So a bit of a descent there with a good 4 kilometers to go. And if you thought we've had enough mountains, well, too bad for you, because we've got the Monte Zoncolan as finish on the day after, and that is 22.9% max, 11.2 average for 11 kilometers, but that's not enough. Let's add a similar climb before that. The Monte Crostis, 15 kilometers, 9.3 average, 19% max. Day after, another brutal mountain stage. Why? We've got the Passo Giao. You might remember that one stage in the Giro that no one saw. Well, that's basically this. Also, small side note, last climb, 17.3 max. The one before, 17.8 max. They might as well not start this stage because they might not survive it. And in all honesty, because we had so many mountains already, we decided to not do a flat time trial, but also a mountain time trial. Jesus Christ, this Giro is insane. After a less stressful day on day 18, we go back to the mountains on day 19, and on that one we've got double mountains. Finish on the Macugnaga climb. That's a fake news climb, mate. 27k, no bloody way. The first half is basically flat. 9% for 13k, either side. Stage 20, another mountain stage. Flat completely until we get to that fast cat climb, the Colle del Finestre. Oh my god, the Colle del Finestre, I love it. We've had so many great climbs already and it doesn't stop. Sestriere as finish as well. This is not the most extreme stage as like the initial portion, but the latter part is certainly welcome. Then we finish off in Milano once again for a 33-kilometer time trial. So what a grand tour. I was planning to go with this team, but looking at it, it might not be too ideal to send Sheffield and Montoli. Montoli being slightly injured, it seems. Gastroenteritis, and then we've got Sheffield, who's just out of it when it comes to form and motivation. So might as well not bring him to this race then. To be honest, he was a replacement, I think, for Oldani, so perhaps that bottled it. When it comes to the fitness peak, we're not there yet, but I think that's going to be peaking in week 3. I fiercely hope. One of the riders that could go is Finn Fisher-Black. He is currently in a fitness peak and is having that for the next 2 weeks, so that fits perfectly for this race. And the same counts for Lipovic. He's also in form. Obviously, these 2 riders are doing their first Grand Tour ever, so congratulations, you just got promoted. That's our team then. We've got serious support for the mountains. I do want to use this Grand Tour to bring that final victory for Fabio Aru in our team, because he deserves it. He recently retired in real life, and I want to bring that victory home. I've said it for a year in this game now, and I've never actually properly tried. When it comes to the leadership in this race, I think it's going to be Fortunato or Dina, to be honest. So those are the 2 riders I'm focusing on. When it comes to Corvi, he's going to be our sprinter for races and for the hilly parkour. So this should be fun. My goal, we've had a podium already before. Kind of want to go for it again. We're going to try and podium the Giro on this one. And next to that, we're going to try and win, I don't know, 4 or 5 stages. Start list wise, looking at it swiftly, we have Mas, Carapaz, Gegenhardt, Gafi, Ewan right here as well, Peterson, Caruso, and Haig as a combo. Groenewegen full sprints as well, Merlier as well. Joao Almeida seems to be leader for UAE looking at the start lists. Nizzolo at Project Africa. We have Kelderman for Bora Hansgrohe. I'm curious where Meus is at when it comes to his sprints. Viviani as well as a sprinter here. And then Christoph as well for UNOX. That's basically it when it comes to the start list for this Giro. So not the most extreme one, which is good because I didn't want to fight against Roglic and Pogacar for the Giro here. Anyway, we're gonna get slapped in the team time trial, so let's enjoy it by tapping that quick sim. Evacation Nipo, so we have Hugh Coffey already settling in a bit of an advantage in GC. Where did we land? Ooh, pretty far back. I'm scared. This is far. This is on a total of 1 minute and 8 seconds, of which Aru loses the most time, so that's not too bad. Fortunato 1 minute 8, it's not the end of the world to be honest. Time for the first sprint stage then, from Alba to Parma. Covey's our sprinter, he's nowhere near the stats of the top sprinters here, but we've seen we can beat them a few times before, so let's try it again. I was scouting ahead a bit and I noticed that next to this hill, obviously, we have a completely flat finish, but most notably, a corner in the last kilometers, so we gotta keep that in mind when we start sprinting there with Covey. It better be a tiny bit early. Ooh, bit of a crash at the back. I think Fulsang's involved. Nonetheless, I didn't consider him competition for GC anyway. 12k to go, 4-man train. Aru, Fancello, Albanese, and Covey as last man. Next to that, Fortunato, protected by Lipovic and also Dina in the wheel as well to keep him safe relatively near the front, both Fortunato and Dina. So, prepping for the sprint. Having a bit of trouble getting Covey through this madness of riders right now. Let's up Fancello a bit to try and get past the sprint train of the Koenig here. And Gigel's on our sprinter and our lead out. Let's move past with Albanese now. Let's use that acceleration before the corner. Covey needs to launch soon as well. Is that too early? I think it might not be. Let's try and get around. Groenewegen versus Covey. Oh my god, this was a perfect launch, but I think we might come short. No, Nizzolo tries to come around. I think we have our victory. Covey wins the second stage of the Giro, our first stage win, which is beautiful on day 2. What an outstanding start for the team. A stage win already. Covey proving that he is the WONDERKID that we signed. GC-wise, we are obviously nowhere close because we had a horrendous team time trial. But we do capture Ciclamino, and this is something I do want to keep fighting for because Covey can bring Ciclamino home. Fulsang ended up losing 2 minutes 20. Same thing for Fisher Black, by the way. He crashed with like 15k to go, lost 7 minutes and 10 seconds, but not too important for the team. Enric Mas losing 2 minutes 20 as well. So that is good news for us. Pretty bad news for Movistar. Stage 3 then, Reggio Emilia to Rapallo. And this one has a hill in the last 10-ish kilometers, Madonna del Grazie. And I think that's great news because we know that Covey's great over those and he's looking to be in decent form. And we are indeed worming our way upwards to a fitness peak in week 2. So that is great news for this Grand Tour because the mountains start in week 2. Madonna del Grazie is starting for the breakaway. It's also almost starting for the peloton, and that's why I have Fisher Black at the front. I'm going to try and launch an attack with Marton Dina in this descent because why not? 1 kilometer towards the top. Let's see if we can hammer it 99 with Fisher Black here. There we go. Let's pause it for a second then, and let's launch Dina right now. 99. We know how it works. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put you on 65 and hopefully Dina gets past you without too much trouble. There we go. Let's push it down. Dina is gone and nobody in the peloton really taking over. Gonna 99 it from this point onwards. YOLO it. We're gonna push up to 85 again with Fisher Black. Let's try and follow Ballerini and Viviani, who are trying to close that down desperately to set up for a sprint for themselves. But you might be too late, mates. I don't know. It's a solid gap. Ooh, crash by Carapaz. Major crash right here. That is really important for the race. We've got an abandonment, it seems. Who is that? Sorry, I gotta pause for a second. I can't follow this race anymore. Ruben Guerrero. We've got Carapaz right here. What is the gap between Carapaz and the likes of... Let's do Fortunato and we'll count the extras to Dina later on. 2 minutes 26. Holy fuck. I need to chase down Dina. Is that a bad idea? Probably, but... Let's be real. We can gain so much time on Carapaz here. Or should I just keep on going with Dina because of that? And then we take time on everybody. I'm gonna risk it and go for Dina today. And just drop it to like 55 and hope that the rest doesn't take over. We've got someone doing so, but stopping again. This tempo is dead. The tempo in the peloton is literally dead. Christoph's now doing something, but Dina's looking good to get a win. Who? Daniel Oss. Oss, I'm sorry, man. Oh my god, I'm dropping Oz right now with 3k to go. I can't follow with this train anymore. I gotta get back to the wheel. This is not looking too amazing anymore either. Let's try and close that down again. Let's start our sprint this late. Come on, come on, come on. Dina, 1k to go. Come on, come on, come on. Affini's trying to close that down. We're gonna gain roughly 45 seconds, I think. Dina's gonna win again. Second stage win in a row for Eolo-Kometa. And we're gonna gain 30 seconds on the peloton, plus 10 bonus seconds. Second in the peloton is Pedersen. We get third with Kovi, so points again. Wonderful ride. What a victory. 22 seconds plus 10 bonus seconds, so 32 for Dina. GC-wise, still not close enough to be in the top 10, which is just abysmal, but hey, let's not take that too closely to our hearts. This was a wonderful stage, and we have 2 stage wins already after 3 stages. Let's take a look what this does for GC. Are we anywhere close at the moment? We moved up to 38 on 37 seconds, so that's pretty good. When it comes to Fortunato, still far behind, but honestly, I'm not sure whether Fortunato is the better choice. Yes, we have on Mountainstad more, but this man can time trial. Oh my god, another beautiful stage for Kovi. Quarto del Mille to Livorno. We've got another climb in the last 10 kilometers. It's a bit too far this time around for an attack, I think. We don't have that extra climb just after to make it work. So I'll likely actually go for Kovi in the sprint today. Perfectly straight road right here. Albanese can launch right now. There we go. Past the sprinters. Kovi having trouble following that. I need to switch to... I'll just keep on sprinting. YOLO. Let's move to Kovi right now as well. Let's see if he can beat the rest of the riders. Ballerini, for example. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think Ballerini is winning the stage. Yes, indeed. We come second on stage 4 of the Giro, which is not a real shame, to be honest. I'm just happy about how decent we did. Let's try and close this gap. Come on, Bevan. Sprint for your life, my friend. Save Dina. That might be a gap. Hopefully not. Let's take a look. Nope, no gap. That is perfect. Awesome. You wouldn't even believe it if you saw it. Another Kovi stage. We've got a hilly finish now, which really fits him. When it comes to the punchers, I don't know who else is here. We are all out favored. Okay, Almeida cut up also. Otherwise, GC riders, which kind of hurts because they will be able to gain bonus seconds on Dina and Fortunato if I don't sprint with them either. So I guess we'll sprint with all 3 today. Honestly, looking at the parkour, I might dare to go on that Fat Cat climb at a high pace because such a steep section before the descent, we could basically split up the peloton, and if we do that right, then we might be able to keep it till the finish line, so I'll give it a try. We're now moving towards the steep section of the Croce di Figine, and I've got my entire team right here because I do want to push it hard on top. 2 kilometers, let's go. Surprisingly, these are actually white roads like Strade. Now, this is where I want to break up the peloton. Right on top, 33 people in the group, this is perfect, and I do not know who is behind though, so I can't actually celebrate if we drop the GC rider or something, because I just simply don't know. This is the 3rd section on the sandy roads, and that is utterly insane. We've got Carapaz down again. Oh my god, that's Gegenhardt as well, but I swear I saw Carapaz. I think it was right here, yes, and he's not in the front group anymore, so... seems like I must hammer it. 18 people left. This is looking really good for the team. We've got this group trying to come back. Honestly, do not know who is behind right now. We do have Allman, Hamilton, Maas, Caruso, Tullet, Kelderman. We have Ballerini, Robert Power, Haig, Ciccone, and Coffee. So, not the extreme leaders here, but then again, there aren't too many big hitters at the GC list on this race. I'm going to try and go with Fortunato as well, and he's going to be working for the team right now. Dina, hold on, my friend. Hold on, my friend, as long as possible. I'm scared right now. But we are likely winning the stage with Kovi. That is almost certain. But what a crazy stage. Come on, come on, come on. We've gotten 2 kilometers left. Dina is dropping. We're trying to follow an immense speed. Kovi will try and beat Kelderman right here. I launched a bit late, but we are winning the stage. Dina is going to finish quite well as well. But Kovi once again stage winner. And Fortunato looking really good. Dina gaining time on. Some competitors losing time on some as well. So that is not ideal, but in the end, an amazing stage for our Giro. 100%. We've gotten Kort Nielsen, the pink jersey right here, together with Haig. Almeida down here, together with the rest of our domestiques. What a crazy stage. Carapaz is about to finish on 4:30 in this race. A wonderful stage win on a brutal stage that I didn't see coming because I didn't know this was going to be that crazy. GC-wise, Hugh Carthy is the new Maglia Rosa. Kovi is in third in GC. We have Dina in 8th. Fortunato in 9th. We are looking extremely good right now. I'm going to keep repeating it. Fughi Terme, Kovi stage. I'm calling it. Honestly, I might have been too early when I said that Dina would be our leader for this race after that attack on, what was it, stage 3? Mainly because I forgot how bad his secondaries were compared to the likes of Fortunato. That will matter almost just as much as the time trial stat on this one. Not going to lie, we're spending our riders swiftly trying to counter all these attacks. Ben O'Connor now trying to do the same. Man's at 80 mountain. That's mad. That's genuinely mad. I will try and catch them back, and then I'll try and settle down the tempo because I need to make sure Dina can finish. Then again, it's downhill from here on, so I need to up it to try and catch them ASAP. Like that. And let's try and hammer it in the descent once again. And then I'll just go with Kovi, I think, with the tempo here. Let's try and get back Søren Andersen, because this might not be as easy as it sounds, to be honest. The guy has 25 seconds right now. I'm just going to hammer it from this point onwards, 95 with Kovi, and hope that I can catch him right now. Here goes Kovi, 1.5k to go. We're going to try and catch him. Does he have any energy left? Oh, man. He's going to come out on top. Damn it. Seems like Ballerini almost passed him, actually. Ooh, that was close. Søren Andersen takes it with that move. We finish in the top 25. We have no really important rider behind. Well, we had to bottle at least one stage, didn't we? Could have won that relatively easily if I played it better and kept myself in the wheel of Søren Andersen with my team. And we're going to be finishing it off today with a mountain stage, a 100km one, the 7th stage of this Giro, Montevergine di Mercogliano, and we have that, I think, 17 kilometers, 6% climb at the end, so steady and long, and that should fit our team. Favorites-wise, Carapaz, Mas, Almeida, but Fortunato is not too far off. Let's try and focus on both Dina and Fortunato on this one. 14k of climbing left, steady gradient, not that high, 5%. Bahrain's doing something, don't know what, because Haig's not there. I've got myself on like 68 for now. I'll slowly but surely up it towards the end of the climb. I think I can actually just like do 69 for now. Looking at how the peloton's doing it, this might be one of those climbs where it might just end with a group of like 60, 70 people, looking at how it's done right now. Let's see if we can move up with Kovi and preferably Dina right now because he's in the worst position of them all. 4k for the peloton. Break's gonna win the stage, but I don't really care. I'm here to gain time, and it looks like that might be the case on this stage. Dina needs to move up ASAP though, because he's not in a good position at all. He's gonna lose time today. Kovi, you can actually try and move up as well and hope you can hang on. I'm going to get Kovi on Fortunato right now. There we go. Come on, Dina. This gap is huge, man. This gap is huge. Let's 95 that and see if I can get back. Fortunato, gain time today, my friend. Gain time. This is bad for Dina. Really bad for Dina. Gonna try and start sprinting already. Is that too early? It might be. Kovi can try and do so as well. Let's see if we can follow and close that down right here. Let's pause it here. And let's get Fortunato as close as possible to Carapaz. Dina is losing so much time today. 2 minutes, 1 minute. I think that's gonna be roughly it, but not a great day for him, certainly. Thing is, I make this mistake every time. Every single time I focus on too many leaders. And we had 3 today, we should have had 2. Kovi should have been a domestique from the bottom of that climb. GC-wise, that means that Kovi's still on 34 seconds of Carthy. We have Fortunato on 7th on 1 minute 13. Marton Dina 2 minutes 42. Ouch. If the stage proves one thing, it's that Kovi is super versatile once again. And that is how we will end today's episode, basically, because we finished off 7 stages. We have Kovi in 2nd in GC, Fortunato in 7th, and Marton Dina sitting on 9th. Nothing's done for Dina though, because there's plenty of riders that are behind him in GC that are also very top climbers, like an Almeida, like a Carapaz, like a Mas. But for now, this was a good day. Next episode, we're going to be diving into the mountains. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are as well. If you liked today's episode, then tap that like button. If you didn't, tell me what's wrong, and I'll try and make it better for you next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.